Reaction 2.
It's just ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous.
But if this is the way we talk about religious freedom now, then I think we need a better term, just to make it clear for people. And the better term, ironically, is an older term, and that's toleration. Conservatives, we kind of make fun of the
toleration sensation.
So all these liberals, they just want tolerance, all that they're going to have museums to tolerance and all this, but toleration is a good thing.
What about all the statues that they...
I'm very pro.
Hold on here. Now everybody's going to get torn up here. The leftists, this conservatives, the so-called Christians all get torn up here. Now to the leftists, I'll just call it. And during the time of Black Lives Matter, when it was popularized and on the street corners, we didn't have tolerance. We had statues being knocked down. Now, this video is about this guy, conservative, so-called, beheaded the Baphomet statue. That's what this guy is talking about. He beheaded, and all the, I'll just say wokey lefties. I'll just call them that, because it doesn't matter. Y'all are jokey, mixed up anyway. And if anyone's offended, just too damn bad. The time is too short. So they got the guy cut the head of the Baphomet off. Okay. But you people didn't complain when all the statues were knocked down and buildings burnt and stores burnt down and stolen from during BLM, right? No, that was all considered peaceful protesting. Even by the atheist so-called skeptics, while they were talking about white privilege, you idiots. Yeah. All right, let's continue, and then I'm going to tear up on the Christian side.
There's a big debate going on now between notions of America that involve Christian nationalism versus, I don't know, I guess you'd call it just total libertinism or libertarianism.
Liberal tearism, liberal tears,
they want a theocracy.
Snowflakes, melted
exactly.
snowflakes are liberal tears.
All governments have religious views.
Now here's the religious views.
For all of history, everywhere in the world.
It's my religion right there.
Even today, we pretend to be secular and atheist, but we have religious views. Those religious views are articulated in the DEI initiatives, diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're expressed in the ESG initiatives and the climate religion that has taken over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
they don't want to hear that.
All politics ultimately comes down to theology. All human conflict ultimately
here's where
is theological.
No.
So what would it mean if we don't want to be a liberal leftist Satan worshipping country? And we want to go back to being a Christian country, which is what we were founded to be and what we always have been.
Listen to this.
Until very, very recently. Then what does that look like? Does that mean we're going to be rigid?
Now listen. This country, when them people came over, them pilgrims, they were lucky to get here alive. Many of them died. And that won't even talk about the other ships that came over, slave ships. We won't even talk about that because slaves were everywhere in the world. Besides the point. Yeah. So, these people came over. They weren't coming over here all like the perfect Christians just popped over here on the boats. They just popped over here and they're going to start the perfect religion. And they are the perfect Christians now. No, you got that in your head. And a relationship with someone believes, whether you're Christian, whether you're climate or not, you're having a relationship with your belief system. Let's continue.
And cruel theocracy that is bad
Christians
for
going
Jews
to take
and
over.
Muslims and
That's what he's
agnostics
saying
even
here.
and atheists even. And no, it doesn't. Actually means that we're going to go back to being what we were when we were a normal country, which is obviously Christian, publicly Christian, founded to be a model of Christian charity in a shining city on a hill by people who call themselves pilgrims. But we're going to...
Stop right there. That is nonsense, man. That is nonsense because there were no perfect pilgrims. They came over here as survivalists in a new land. They happened to have biblical foundations in whatever mixed up doctrines they had that still aren't agreed on today. Okay? The pilgrims just piled out and got here, and whatever ones were alive, they tried to survive in this strange land with help of the people that were already here. And what little goods they had brought over with the sickness and death that they left behind. Their loved ones were dead on the ship, probably had to toss them over sea, had sea funerals. You can just imagine. It isn't this tighty-whitey pilgrim mentality that God has the perfect group and he sent them over here to make the United States of America. Continue.
A wide degree of tolerance for religious minorities and people who disagree. And that's a good thing. But tolerance doesn't mean that you need to put these things on equal footings. You might even tolerate these Redditeer, edgy, atheist, so-called Satanists to some degree. You might
And
tolerate
so-called
them having
skeptics, as they be.
stupid rituals and practices.
Some atheists think they're automatically smarter than everybody else.
But what it does not mean is that we're going to put these things on equal footing.
Atheist just simply means you don't have a belief system in a gourd.
America is not a Muslim country.
Doesn't make you automatically smart, and the last 3 years prove that.
I like Hindus. Spent a lot of time with Hindus.
All right.
I like Jews. I grew up in New York.
That's enough of that. Anyway, my point is, if all you people in this world are so messed up, you want to talk about tolerism, you want respect, but you want to burn down and push down statues, and when someone beheads your Baphomet like it's a big deal and you're going to cry about that, to hell with your Baphomet, to hell with your religions. You're just a confused bunch, and if aliens came down here and saw you, they'd want to just either take all your stuff and kill you, or they just want to leave because you're just so damn disgusting. Anyway, that's about all I'm going to say. You need to get it together. There were no perfect pilgrims. There were never any perfect people. This is all how we learn. We learn about all the stupid things we do and hope we learn not to do as many stupid things next time. But you're still all fighting. This land is my land. No, this land is my land. So y'all a bunch of idiots. Atheists, religious, and so-called skeptics. All of your minds have gotten septic. Sometimes it's good to hear another point of view. You just might find out you were being fed poo. And you still do get fed poo. The hell with you. I gotta go. Bye.
All of my friends were Jewish.